Hello, today I want to talk to you about pine. Now, pine is one of the remedies which it can be easy to identify if you listen to someone speaking. It can be hard to identify if someone doesn't say the norm of I feel guilty. Because the underlying trait of the negative state of mind is feeling guilty. And in the real negative state, that person will always keep apologising for themselves. They will keep going into that, I'm sorry, oh, it's my fault. And not only in their verbal, what they say to themselves, or say it loud to people, they will be saying it over in their mind. They might apologise for something when actually it's not even their fault. They may continue to be apologising for the smallest of things. But the underlying feeling is they feel guilty inside. It's like a certain feeling of sadness, an overwhelming feeling of I've done something wrong, or I'm in the wrong. And it could be about their actions, but it often ends up feeling like it's them. So instead of just thinking it's something I've done, they say, I feel guilty. I am guilty. All of these feelings just compound a deeper feeling of despondency. So you may try to do lots of things in the day to feel better, to lift up your spirits, but on the flip side, your mind keeps flicking back to something that you feel bad about. And pine is the remedy that can help to counteract this. So pine brings in that feeling of genuine regret. And when you've been in this state for a long while, what you'll find is often, you can't even explain it sometimes. It's just like a feeling of heaviness, of sadness, and it feels inside, from here to here to here. You feel as though there's something not quite right. You can't put your finger on it. It actually comes under the remedy, or the group of remedies, which is despondency and despair. And I'm going to talk more about the different groups in a little while. I'm just going to sort my dog out first. Shan't be a sec. So if you know somebody who's always apologising for what they've done wrong, or apologising for themselves, pine is the remedy they need. Okay, it's on page 428 in Free to Be Me. And this state could have been going on for a long while. It could have been going on since childhood, where they might apologise for their actions, maybe a parent or a sibling or school even, who made them feel like they're in the wrong. It could be balanced out with also crabapple. So it could have led to a crabapple state of mind where they don't feel they're good enough. If you hear someone apologise, and that's the key, they keep apologising, it's often because they're blaming themselves for something. And the remedy pine helps to bring you to a space where you can genuinely regret what's happened. So you can step back and not feel guilty, because that's a really heavy feeling. But recognise maybe you've made a mistake. Maybe you haven't. But to recognise what you're responsible for and what you're not. And when you can get to that place of fairness, you can actually let go of those feelings of guilt. And the remedy can help you do that as well. But take your thoughts out of your head. What are you apologising for? Write them down on paper. Have a look at them. Is there a need for you to keep apologising or to feel guilty? Is it necessary? Ask yourself that question. Often it's what other people have made you feel that will bring this into your own body, your own feelings. Okay. Remember, genuine regret. I take responsibility for my own actions. I recognise who is responsible for other parts that have been played here. and I genuinely regret if I've made a mistake. If you keep it that simple, it helps to lift you above those feelings of feeling guilty, feeling like you're to blame for things. And often someone who's even been in an abusive relationship will apologise for other people's bad actions, their bad behaviour. So the positive, I recognise what I'm responsible for and allow others to take responsibility for their own action. Pine will help to relieve this sense of guilt, enables you to feel genuine regret and to forgive yourself. So forgive yourself for whatever you've been through. Forgive yourself for holding these feelings of guilt within your body, within your heart, within your soul. And when you come to that place of forgiveness and you genuinely let go, you will come to a place where you can be more at peace with yourself. You can do it. Remember, often those feelings aren't real. This is just a result of things that have been going on for a long while. And if it's not yours, this is time to turn it around and let it go. Well done.